something is supposed to happen. And we we did a video yesterday. I found out about it in the middle of the afternoon, well, or the very first part of the afternoon, that something was going to happen today. The elites were planning something. So we did probably a 20-minute video about it. Good morning, Dragonfly. Yeah, good morning. That the elites were planning something to happen, and it has people shook up. And I asked for comments. We wanted to know what it was because I could not get a straight answer out of it. I couldn't get any straight answer. But it sounded like it would be pretty significant and earth-shattering, whatever this was that was going to happen. So the comments poured in. I haven't looked at the video from yesterday yet. This morning, I know last night before I went to bed, it was like 15,000 views on it. And then we did a recap last night. We went through all the comments on that when it had like 500 comments. I think it's got over close to maybe 700 comments maybe now. And there was like, today, the sun is supposed to be, good morning everyone, the sun is supposed to be at the shoulders of Virgo in the morning, and the moon will be at the feet of Virgo, and the woman will give birth to the comet, the child, it's called child, the man-child. That is to be happening, I think, was it for a couple of days. It's going to pass through the birth canal of the constellation of Virgo. That is happening. That is a astrological sign that is occurring in the sky. That is what's supposed to be happening. There was like tsunamis on the East Coast. I saw that, I don't know if we read this. What is those islands? Whatever that, the volcano is over there in the Atlantic. I can't remember what it was. Maybe that was going to go off. There was going to be an earthquake. There was going to be a blackout, a grid down like scenario. There was going to be something at the Denver International Airport. 3 days of darkness. The green comet, there's a green comet that is circling around the Earth. And I will say something about the comet, the child, or whatever it was, the asteroid, the child. It's set in a certain position of the sky for 100 years. And it started to make its movement. That did happen. And there was the green comet. We read the green comet that is circling. It has turned red. And it was referred to as the dragon. That was, you know how it says in the Revelation, the dragon is getting ready to devour the man-child that comes through the Virgo constellation. And there's been green comets coming this way. There was so many things, like China invades Taiwan, and but there was a lot that the constellation, there's hurricanes coming, tsunami, World War III. It's like and the elites were planning something. They were planning something, yeah, they really were. They're always in the planning stage. Good morning, everyone, if you're just tuning in. Yeah, we don't got no fear here, you but I would encourage you to go look at that, where, I don't know where we're sitting at on the, on that video from last night, but I'm really happy that people commented because we didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't. Anna Vallis Lockery, when I first heard that yesterday, I said, well, what if nothing happens? When I first heard it, from whence I heard it, because I've heard many dates before. I've heard many rapture dates, and they all occurred within a month, and the date came and nothing happened. So I wanted to keep track of that. We do know that the Vatican last year, they wanted all the gold, all the money, everything brought back to the Vatican, to the wherever their money headquarters were from all around the world. It was, there was no ifs, ands, and buts. I think it was by, was it like September the 1st or October? That happened. That's significant. We know that there's a new monetary system that is coming through, and it'll take a while for that to totally get implemented. Somebody said aliens could be landing. It's International Peace Day. It's all of those things, you all. That's right. We're going to see if something happens, and if it don't happen, that's what we're going to see, because this is, it's something that I don't even know where they originated. Have no idea where this originated. In the UK, I think it was, or some other country. They was talking about the one party will be no more, is what they were talking about. So yeah, there is a lot out of our control. You are, my goodness, Gina, honey, you look half asleep. I am kind of half asleep. I am. We're at 18,000 on here now, you all. This is a good video, because this is where the majority of the comments are, right here. It's on this video right here. Something major is supposedly happening tomorrow. I'm sure it's more than 18,000. This is the video where we went over the comments last night. This one right here. So something is definitely, the chatter is all over the internet, is what it is. All over the internet. People have been hearing it from psychics. They've been hearing it from other so-called like truth or panels or channels and things of that nature. I don't know where it originally originated. Have no idea. I think somebody said Juan Saban. I think that was the individual who would put his cowboy boots up on the table, and that's all you'd see is his cowboy boots. You got, yes. You want to keep your vibration in here as high as you can get it. Though, yeah, there was going to be a timeline, a split in timelines. So we're going to do two timelines. One timeline was going to be the evil, bad timeline, and the other timeline was going to be the good and whatever happy timeline. But there was supposed to be a split in timelines also. Yeah, if something happened, I want it to be good too. Shalom, Cheryl, honey. Originally, Cleveland, Ohio resides more than all your life. You are they got to get rid of, got to get rid of our Uni party. It's some kind of a holiday. You forgot the name of the holiday where they gather across the United States and the world. Thursday, your dog woke you up barking loudly, and you could not calm her down. You got and you looked in the bedroom when you saw a golden light in the sky. Wow, at 1:44, golden light. Has anybody else been seeing synchronicities? There could be UFOs today or something of that nature. I think it's probably quite endless. The Feast of Padre is here. The Feast of Padre Pio. And there was one comment where the elders called a meeting. You know, the native elders called a meeting. There's so much happening in the world, and the UN had their major meetings. But the Virgo, the constellation, an asteroid is supposed to be coming, and it would like block out the sun. I'm not gonna look much more into it. I'm gonna quit that. But today's supposed to be the day something's happening. It is. We're going to see. We got the plasma eclipse are gone. The Mandela is the split. Suspicious skies. Did the Mandela effect already occur? If so, was that when CERN did whatever, and then that's what happened? Yeah. Plasma eclipse. Davis, honey, what are you talking about? Plasma eclipse are gone. You talking about this channel about plasma eclipse? Because I had a big plasma playlist. Rain over the Grand Canyon. How many people went to bed afraid? All from intense chatter of a comet. Hopefully someone didn't go to bed afraid. If you went to bed afraid, I hope you slept good. I didn't go to bed afraid at all. We've got to be aware of the chatter that's happening out there. We do. So we're going to find out if today transpires and nothing catastrophic happens, nothing bad like has been predicted. Now, granted, there are storms headed this way. Not this way, but on the East Coast, there's that happening. Oh, it was the Native American Day, camping in the forest. Thank you. The Netherlands is poor and everybody is down. Everybody is feeling down in the dumps in the Netherlands. They've been fixing concrete slab walls around the property. If it was not an attempted break, wow, Ika. Yeah, a Mandela effect took place yesterday, Muddy Girl, honey. Now let me see this. Let me hear this. A Mandela effect took place yesterday. You got a tree that moved to a different place in your garden. I thought you was going crazy. Did anyone else witness any type of a Mandela effect that happened? Good morning, Johanna. As I was talking about 1:44, you looked at the time and it was 1:44 a.m. just 2 minutes ago. That's wonderful, Patricia Te Wetu. You are this week. We're in synchronicity. Um, yes, yes. The Yom Kippur. Yeah, we got some Jewish holidays happening today, and it's supposed to be happening, a lot of happening. Um, yes, Judy, honey. October the 24th of 1966 is my birthday. And yeah, that was a time date that someone said, who said it? Some kind of politician or somebody with a mouthpiece said that people will never forget October the 24th. Because I did see that. You have electrons coming in. You had a crazy anomaly. The Netherlands has lots of rain, High Priestess. Wow. There is a vibe hanging in the air. It's not a good energy, is it? Probably not. October the 4th. Pope Francis looks normal day. Gina, honey, pay attention to me for 1 second. Marianne, honey, we got a lot of comments coming up here. What are you saying, Marianne, honey? And if you are commenting and your comment's not making it through, it's getting automatically censored out and it's not on my end. Oh, there is no, okay. You got some Libra. Yeah, this is Libra time also. When you say SD44, I don't know what SD44 means. I see it, but it's just, you're supposed to see, oh yeah, a nuclear situation with Ukraine and Russia. Okay, thank you. You can still throw the comments in here if you're hearing anything else happening. Pisces power here in Montana. You're looking for a book that you want to show. All right. Blessings. You spotted a red light in the sky from the south. Oh, wow, the south tip of Africa. I will say that there is something that they're looking for, like Rabbi Yosef Berger was looking for the return of the Messiah. Excuse me, the return of the Messiah. They had already prepared King David's tomb, and they wrote a special scroll in dedication that was supposed to happen a year or two ago. There was chatter all over the world. The scientists from all over the world met, the scholars, everybody. There were meetings going on all over the place. It's been several years back, and they had a specific date, timestamp that was going to come in. They did. Then all of a sudden, NASA comes in and said, oh, well, your calculations were wrong. And then everything disappeared practically off the internet. Everything, the scientists, the scholars, all these people were all of a sudden wrong because a miscalculation, and they've been looking for this to see something's up. Something is way up. Maverick, hello. Salute. Today is written on the dollar bill, 923. Is it really? You saw the blue-green planet yesterday. Oh, good is the number. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Shalom, Maria. Second coming in 2030. Rain is good. We have the tropical storm, the Sweden high wind. Your Sweden high road collapsed. My screenshots just did something. Pisces and okay, this not very many comments are making it through, y'all. FEMA, October the 4th. We've heard that. 444. What's your opinion on the rapture to sender? Oh, return to sender. Phoenix 444, what's your opinion on return to sender? That, I don't know in what context you would be saying it. Return to sender? If it's like negative energy, I like to return it to sender. I really do. You can't, no, you can't share pictures in the live stream. Only thing that can share at times in the live stream is maybe a link, and that's it. Just a link. You're going to shut your phone off, you all. Strong winds in Cape Town, South Africa. Diane. Something could be coming in. It really could be. They did talk about, you had the disclosure with Dr. Stephen Greer. You had the UAP thing. You had the high level meetings and stuff like this. And who was it just recently? South America. They had their alien like meeting or something, disclosure thing too. UFO, this could be UFO related. People have been seeing black ships in the sky. People have been seeing other ships in the sky too. The World Economic, August, yeah, they passed their digital thing. The Vatican first trial started. Here we go. Vatican is starting the first trial of the digitalized, yes. Good morning, Roberta, honey. We're preparing for the worst and praying for the best. You all, it's okay. Awareness is the first key to preparedness. Okay, it is. You want to be aware, regardless if something's going to happen or not. You don't got to. It's good to know what is being said out there. You want to keep track of it, you all. You really, really do. This is, see these light ships? This is what I first started documenting coming in, these ships right here. And I don't know what this came off of. Somebody had shared this. This was off on some kind of a movie, this type of a ships, but it had the square openings in it, just like the ships that I documented right here. And that's why I put it over here on this side. These came in by the thousands, and that's what threw me into this thing back in 2018. 2018. This is how I got here. I kept documenting this right here in the sky. And I don't know what that's from. But these were my ships, my light ships. That's what I called them. Someone said they were the Anunnaki. Someone said they were demonic. Yeah, I wanted to show you that. What if we see all these light ships show up? You could. Yeah, we are very sorry, Jaden, honey. What happened? We're sorry for your loss. We truly are. We have people from all over the planet. Yes, we do. And that it's wonderful. We're supposed to be able to connect from all over the planet because today is the day something happens. Something's supposed to happen today. And we covered it yesterday. We got first breath of it, first wind of it. And then last night, we did a follow-up going through the comment section. You saw the ships reflecting on the water. Somebody's got a happy birthday. Yes, we got a happy birthday to your son. The Bennu asteroid to arrive in Utah. I haven't heard of the Bennu asteroid. Fear will overwhelm our discernment, you all. If you're a fearful person, if your nerves have been shattered, rattled by the geomagnetic activity, because I think I heard somewhere, they don't know where some type of something's coming from because it's not coming from the sun. Let me tell you something. We did a video, it's been a few miles back, a few months back, on the invisible monster that is ripping and tearing its way through space. The newscasters came out with this, but this has been around for a few years too. But they brought it back out in the news, and NASA did a thing on it. It got kicked out of its host galaxy because it had a tussle with two other monstrous, like black holes or something. And it called it, a monster is considered a beast, and its eye was set, its signal was set straight on Earth, ripping and tearing its way through space. And it was trailing behind it a trail of stars or whatever it was. And the luminosity is almost half as bright. Now listen to this. Almost half as bright as the host galaxy that it got kicked out of. Half as bright. And if you think of that, I saw Satan fall like lightning. 1/3 of the angels. 1/3 is almost half as bright as that host galaxy that NASA was talking about, that this mysterious, this invisible, monstrous black hole that is ripping and tearing its way through space at super. So they got the signal. They got the signal, and they had a beeline coming toward Earth. I would not be surprised if like some kind of a wormhole, some kind of a portal opened, and then boom, it made its way here super fast. That could be happening too, because we covered that several times, you all. If you got some, and that's an entity. That is an entity right there. That is an energy that can inhabit something. Happy birthday, Rebecca, honey. Yeah, you need your coffee. You have some coffee, you all. Get you some LOVE. That's the highest frequency. You want it to be in here. Just flow out. You get you some love. Give thanks to the Lord for his good. His love endures forever and ever. Yeah, and I'm drinking mine too. I am. It's not coffee, it's tea. Something is coming. Have we got any new comments on here? The darkness shall be banished. That's right. It is right, you all. It should be banished. I'd like for it to be banished. I would. If now granted, these ships, these types of ships are here too. This is in Hawaii. When we would document the ships at the observatories in Hawaii, these type of ships are here too. They are interdimensional. They cloaking themselves in the sky is what they're doing. So something's coming. Today is a day. And good morning to everyone. Well, you're so very welcome. The UN agree on a 7-year mutual agreement. Did they agree on a 7-year mutual agreement? I know that they were the midway point. There was a video that we did where these were the words. These were the words in the UN thing. They breathed new life into their system. The phrase, they breathed new life into their system, the system that they are doing. We did a video on it on this channel, and I couldn't tell you it's too many videos. I can't tell you which one it was. You got to have the full armor of God. Yes, the National Hamburger. The UN's not going nowhere. Dr. Greer was on the Ryan show, and you should have seen his interview with Dr. Greer. The interviews that, okay, Lisa, honey, we covered that. We covered the Dr. Stephen Greer's thing on this channel when it was going on. We did. I couldn't tell you where it's at anymore. Hello, Debbie McClure. We have to keep this rep for so long. The return of the Anunnaki is coming back. There are many Anunnaki on the earth right now. Also, there are spirit of the Anunnaki too. The bad storms are in Nebraska, you also. A lot is going on. Oh, the UN and the 7-year, UN 7-year. Let me look it up. 7-year agreement. Well, this is the midway. They're at the midway of their implementation of their 2030 agenda. In the implementation day. Okay, you go look at this. We need the 7 years of we need 7 years of accelerated transformative action to achieve. Okay, they're serious for this sustainable, and they are at the midpoint now because they got off track, and they got the 7 coming on. They do. The 7 is coming on. So they got the 17 goes. The number 7 is really important to the UN. The good news is we still have 7 years and victory is within our reach. This is the year of 2023. 7 years will be 2030. And according to Revelation, halfway, the midpoint is 3.5 years. 3.5 years. And then after the 3.5 years, that's when it gets really, 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 really bad. Yeah. Dozens of nations will sign the UN Ocean Treaty implementation. Why do you need an ocean treaty implementation? Is something coming out of the ocean? Is something coming out of the ocean? Okay. Yeah. There is so much to talk about. Yeah, they're just the 2030 is like the cell phone in your head and the 6G implant to bring you up online, and you got the Starlink that flies across and everybody gets internet from that. Yes. Ken Motes, honey, I dance a lot. I really do dance a lot, and I get shadow banned, okay? I have to be in the mood to dance. If I'm not in the mood to dance, I'm not going to dance because it weighs on my spirit, and I can't. Yeah. Okay, this is what I did. Now, this is this is what I'm talking about. They were at the midpoint, halfway through. Okay, look at this. September the 23rd, COP28, UN meeting for the 7-year midpoint agreement. Midpoint. The word midpoint is what got me. I think it was like a few weeks ago when we did our video. Midpoint means halfway through their 7-year implementation, you all. Halfway through it. They made a 7-year agreement. They're at the midway through the 7-year agreement for their development goals. They call it the midpoint to 2030. The United Nations is meeting for what they call the midpoint to 2030. It's this right here. That is their midpoint. But you're going to have 7 years of tribulation. That's what they said. I would be prepared. I really would. 7-year rescue plan. They want to rescue. They call for the 7-year, the rescue. Rescue us. Rescue us, the 7-year agreement. And it is called the midpoint. Midpoint. Sorry about zooming that up. So yeah, there's a lot of things that are supposed to happen according to the comment section. But what is coming? I'm really got my mind on that invisible monster, that black hole, primordial black hole that was ripping and tearing its way through space, headed straight toward Earth. And you know what they said about that black hole? It could go from the Earth to the moon in 14 minutes. It could travel. How could something travel from the Earth to the moon in 14 minutes? Is it some kind of energy, some kind of frequency, some type of entity? Is it that can inhabit something? Yeah, Pope Francis arrives for the Holy Mass, you all. So I am going to go. You keep putting this in. No, this is not a conspiracy theory. This is not. Look at this. Watching the leaders at the UN made a 7-year agreement to implement their single global agenda, a one world government, a one world. And the government will be, okay. No, it's not conspiracy theory, news, and opinions, but you have to say it is. But no, they're at the midpoint. They're going to enact their pandemic treaty. You got to have a pandemic preparedness treaty. Okay, so it's a lot of significant things that have happened. There is. And this summit that happened, the 2023, is significant. And the invisible black hole, you're going to, if you've heard anything, the invisible monster, a monster is considered a beast. And it had a trail of stars behind it, almost half as bright as the host galaxy. It got kicked out. They said it got kicked out after a tussle in the galaxy that it lived in. I think it was the galaxy of Cygnus. It got kicked out of. And Cygnus, you know where you see the cross? That's where that's where the Messiah is coming from, according to Jewish prophecy, is coming from the constellation of there. That's where it's coming from. Cygnus. Okay. Cygnus. I'm not going to get off of here and just start typing on here, you. I'm not. Look, first black hole ever found. Cygnus. This is where the Messiah is coming from. This Cygnus right here. I'm not just saying it. The most massive black hole ever. It's coming from the constellation, and I'm gonna click in what the constellation looks like so you can see it's got a cross right here. It has a cross right there. It's like a cross right there. You know, just one more. One more, Gina. One more. You all keep your comments coming. See if I can pull it up. Right here. There's supposed to be, this was a while back, new star to appear in the night sky, heralding Balaam's prophecy of the Messiah. It will come one day. This was all in the news, the rabbi birth of the star in 2022. They changed their date. Everybody was all right, and then something. 2 stars in a faraway galaxy were predicted. 2 stars to be coming merger. Betelgeuse is supposed to be coming into something also. See, look at this. Rabbi Yosef Berker cited the implementation and collision of 2 stars in the constellation of Cygnus. Cygnus right there. And Cygnus is where this massive black hole right there, it's Cygnus, whatever you want to call it, a black hole. It got kicked out of its host galaxy. It was in this galaxy, obviously. This is where there's something massive happening, you all. I've got a playlist on here. It's the End Time playlist. I did a video on this, you all. They have prepared the tomb of David. They have wrote a special scroll. They are looking for it. They said they were off by maybe a year or so. That's it. That's it. I just want to tell you, you could have a false Messiah coming. I just want to tell you right now, you all, that's another thing I want to throw in my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents, okay? It is, because the invisible monster is ripping and tearing its way through space. Monster. This black hole probably shouldn't exist. Hubble sees the possible runaway black hole creating a trail of stars. It's headed toward Earth, you all. It's got a 200,000 light year long contrail of newborn stars, twice the diameter of our Milky Way. It's a bizarre game of billiards, and it's a massive black hole. It is the runaway black hole, the invisible monster. Right there, you all. The weird object, Cygnus, right there. You know that's a quasar. That looks like my screensaver. It does. I want to see what my screensaver on here looks like. Let me get it off of here. This one's mine. This is on all my computers. And I put that on there because I liked it. I put it on there years ago. It's very pretty. I'm going to go. I done said too much. I did. And it's like, boom. That's it, you all. Boom. Something is supposed to happen today. A lot of something. So we got to be aware of what was said, which is a lot. And I would go to that one video because I got a lot of comments on here. It's something major is to happen, supposedly happening tomorrow. We got the comments right there. If you were to go like that, you can see the newest comments going. There's hardly any water left. It rained in the canyon, darkness. This Demoside is on track till 2025. And so it's all the way here, you all. It's all the way. So yeah, I'm going to go. Just don't go into a fear spiral. You wanna get your vibration. You put a vibration of love, just like that. That if you're vibrating on that, you don't got no fear in you. You don't. You just like gonna. It's all is calm, all is well. You just keep going. You do. Don't you give in to fear. We're at the midway point of the implementation of the 7-year agenda with the UN 2030, midway point. So I'm going to go. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, you all. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to check back and see if something happens. Okay, something is happening, obviously, because there would not be all this chatter all over the place of something happening, and there would not have been that crucial meeting of the UN and the 7 years, and then you got the invisible monster, you got Virgo. Virgo, the sun is on the shoulders of Virgo, and the moon is at the feet of Virgo, and you got the childlike comet, the man child getting ready to come. It's coming through the birth canal, and is considered the man child. The lady was about to give birth, and you got this green comet. Okay, the green comet that's now turned into red dragon, waiting to devour the man child. Okay, that's what we got going on. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. You all, love you. Please give this video a thumbs up. We got 545 people and only 251 thumbs up. We gotta get this information out. We've shared a lot on this channel, a lot that has gotten us shadow banned. That's right, we sure have. You all, love you.